What's up, brothers? My name is Graphics and welcome to my YouTube channel. How much money does Mr. Beast make per month? Well, isn't that a question that everyone wants to know the answer of? In this video, we're going to talk about different ways a YouTuber earns revenue, what is CPM, and of course, how much money does Mr. Beast make per month.
Suddenly, pineapples.
There's a lot to talk about, so let's dive right into it. A YouTuber can make money through different ways. For example, YouTube ads, sponsorships, merchandise, and heck, even for being invited to come on a show. Alright, let's start with YouTube ads, cause that's the one we can calculate the closest to what Mr. Beast actually makes. YouTube pays through ads placed on your videos that are monetized. Before getting paid, YouTube takes a 45% cut from what you should actually make, meaning you will receive 55% of the CPM, or what the ad was actually worth. But we'll talk more about CPM in a sec, so you can choose to whether turn monetization on or off per video. If your video is 10 minutes or longer, you can add more ads on that video. The value per ad is calculated based on the amount of views and from where the views are coming from. So different countries have different CPMs. Now what is CPM? CPM stands for cost per mile, or cost per 1,000. That means for every 1,000 views, you'll get a certain amount of money. Countries in the East like the UK, New Zealand, etc., well, they have the highest CPM, as in countries like Brazil or Ireland have a much lower CPM. But we're talking about Mr. Beast here, so let's see what the CPM is in the US, cause I guess most of his views come from the United States. Note that I took these numbers from Google and that they aren't precise, but close enough. And keep in mind that 40% of the people watching YouTube videos on a laptop or a PC have ad blocker on, so the YouTuber doesn't make any money off of those views. Alright, now the good stuff is about to happen. Now that we know his CPM, let's check out his views and start calculating. Alright, brothers, we're on Social Blade right now and we're going to check out his daily average views. Alright, so checking out his daily averages right here, we can see he gets 9 million plus views a day. So we're going to start off with a 9 million. Now we need to divide that by 1,000. It's 9,000. Now we multiply that by 1.87. That's a CPM in the US. And we get $16,830. But wait, we need to take away the 45% that YouTube takes. So what's left for us? The 55%. So we need to divide this again by 100, multiply it by 55%. So now Mr. Beast has 9,000. But wait, there's another cut. That's the 40% of people using ad blockers. That means 60% of this is ours. So we need to divide it again by 100 times 60. That means Mr. Beast makes around this amount of money only based on YouTube ads per day. Now we need to multiply this amount by 30 and we got $166,617 a month. And this is the amount of money that Mr. Beast makes per month only based on ad revenue. Wow! And by the way, this is based on the idea that all of his views comes from the United States. So views coming from other countries with lower or higher CPMs may fluctuate the calculations, but not by that much. Alright, like I said in the beginning, YouTubers also make money through sponsorships, selling their merchandise, or by getting invited to do interviews. Those are all side incomes that I sadly can't go in deeper details in, because it all depends on different factors such as how much money the company is paying them to do these sponsorships, and paid interviews and how much merch they are selling. But a plus point here though is that a YouTuber doesn't have to share his income. So no 45% that goes to YouTube, and no ad blockers. So brothers, we're almost at the end of this video, but for those who are still watching my video, I added a little bonus for you guys. I did my research and tried to figure out how much a YouTuber makes through sponsorships and selling his merchandise. Keep in mind, these numbers are really rough, but at the end, we're going to sum it up and see how much Mr. Beast actually can make in a month. So it says here that a YouTuber can basically ask around $10 to $100 per 1,000 views for a sponsorship. So we need to figure out what Mr. Beast's average views per video is. Let's go to his channel, and as you can see, whoa, holy crap. Oh my god, I so wish I had these numbers. Heck, I even wish I had a quarter of these numbers. Wow. 18 mil, 19 mil, 20 mil, I see 30 mil. I say he gets around 20 mil average views per video. Now let's do our calculations. 20 mil divided by 1,000. We're going to take the minimum, that's $10. So we're gonna multiply it by 10. Oh crap, $200,000 for a sponsorship. And that's the minimum. Alright, now let's add this to his ad revenue. That was $166,617. That brings us at $366,617 based on one sponsorship in that month with a $10 minimum.
Suddenly, pineapples.
Now we're going to try and figure out how much Mr. Beast makes by selling his merch, and then sum it all up with the rest. So I found here on Google that someone with 11,000 subscribers would sell around 6 merchandise per month. and that's around 70 US dollars. Mr. Beast has now, the date is the 21st of February 2020. Oh wow, 30 mil. Are you kidding me? So let's do a rough calculation here with 30 mil. We're going to divide that by 11,000, and now we're going to multiply that number by $70, and that's 190, let's say $200,000 based on selling his merch. And now for the final sum, brothers. 366, 617 plus 200,000 is 566,617 US dollars a month. That's the magic number, guys. That's what Mr. Beast makes per month. Also, you got the paid interviews, but I couldn't find anything about how much YouTubers make per interview. That's solely based per YouTuber. But this is roughly it, guys. I guess it's a bit more than this number, but we did our best. And if you guys got something useful out of this video, don't forget to punch the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll say until next time, brothers. Oh, I keep hitting my mic. Ciao. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, ho ho, Mr. Beast, ho ho, Mr. Beast, hoo hoo hoo.